On my banger, we live. I got 10 Maybachs outside. On my banger, we live. I got 10 Maybachs outside. Tap in. What's up, Josh, man? Thank you for clicking in. Appreciate y'all. Waiting on the audience. As soon as I get the audience in here, we'll start. What's up, Morgan? Thank y'all for tapping in. How y'all doing today? Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. This is the Mother's Day edition of 99Vision. Thank y'all for tapping in, man. Appreciate that. How y'all doing today? My name is Blue Strip Wit. I'm your host of 99Vision. You know, Dr. Phil of the Street, Steve Harvey of the Hood. And today is Mother's Day, so I want to do a special video for my mother. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that's very special, had a big impact on my upbringing. I don't know who the man is, who I am as a man today. Jacqueline White. As soon as I can get it tuned in, I'm going to do an interview with my mom today. You know, y'all should tap in. It's a very interesting story. A lot of ups and downs, trials and tribulations. For Mother's Day, I would like to share that with y'all on my platform. So yeah, man. Tap in. If y'all tapping in, holla at me. Let me know what's up. I'm waiting on the Diva to join in right now. My mother, her name is Jacqueline Janine White. Great woman. But I ain't gonna tell her story. I'm gonna let her tell y'all. What's good, Kanique? What's happening? I'm waiting on the Diva to join in now. I'm waiting on her. I'm supposed to be interviewing her. She ain't even here. She's standing me up right now. Oh, yeah. Play her introduction music. She want to hear, play the introduction. She want to hear Savage. All right, we can't do no music today, bro. Laquita, what's good? Thank y'all for joining in. I'm your host, Blue Strip Wit, and this is 99Vision. Today is Mother's Day, so I just wanted to bring my mom on my platform today. She's a very special woman, and I'm about to get her to join in and let her talk to y'all. Got a little interview, ask her some real intense questions. I'm like, Mom, I want to have you on my show. Can I ask you, what can I ask you? Can I ask you anything? She like, yeah, D, I'm an open book. I want to boost your ratings. So yeah, I'm about to get my ratings boosted today. I'm going to ask her some intense stuff. What's up, Kershaw, man? Thank y'all for tapping in, man. If y'all just now tapping in, man, I'm your host, Blue Strip Wit. This 99Vision. This day is our Mother's Day edition. Shout out to all the mothers out there, man. Special shout out to all the mothers out there, even the mothers that are not with us no more. Special shout out to Mama Francis, Wall and Matheny. We love y'all. Most definitely. First Mother's Day without Mama Wall, and she is dearly missed. Mom, we're about to add you in as soon as we can get through these technical difficulties. I got a lot of good questions for you. A lot of intense questions. A lot of people want to know how you did what you did, how you became the woman that you are. Very successful, independent black woman. Thank you, Nick, for joining. Kaya, thank y'all for joining. Thank y'all for tapping in. It's another episode of 99Vision. And today is the Mother's Day special. I just wanted to interview my mom today. So I'm about to get her tapped in a minute. So I don't know what's going on. The Diva is having technical difficulties, y'all, joining. You know, she kind of old but new to Facebook. Tech savvy. Man, she know how to join a Facebook Live.
Hey, I'm a savage. What's it? Classy,
What's up?
I'm a savage. Classy, bougie, ratchet. Don't go there. I was coming there.
This is Killer
All right, wait a minute. Hold on. I gotta get production team right over here. We're not good. All right, wait a minute. It's not good over here, son. Take some shit off. It's not good over here, son. I'd rather have it this way. I'm better now. I'm good. Baby, thank you for allowing me to. I had too many computers open. Thank you, son, for having me. I love you. You hear me?
I can hear you now.
I couldn't hear you before. It was bad. It was bad.
All right, so
thank you. Let me first tell you, thank you for having me on your platform of doing what you do best. You are 99%. You beyond 99. You 100. Because you're my son, I love you. And thank you for having me on your segment, on your platform for this Mother Day segment. Because you are my son. I love you. And I don't know what people are going through in life, but you already announced that I was going to be on the stage. And because I'm on the stage, I know that it means everything to you to have me here. And because you want me to be here, I'm ready to answer any questions.
Thank you for coming here today. I appreciate you. Tell the audience about yourself.
What you want me to tell the audience about myself? My name is Jacqueline Janine White. I was born in Columbus, Ohio. I have three siblings. My mother and father, they were married for 50 years before my father passed away. I have a very, very unique path. You know what I mean? Because I left Ohio and I moved to North Carolina. Then I'm now in Texas. So it's a lot to add to that equation. So I don't want to.
Okay, we're gonna get into that.
But my life is Ohio. Ohio is my breadline. Ohio is where I come from.
Okay.
Ohio is what it's all about. Ohio. I hate that motherfucking place, D. You know that.
Well, let me ask you this, Mom.
Wait, can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you.
Do I look good?
What is your fondest childhood memory?
My fondest childhood memories is growing up at South Mifflin. South Mifflin is from BH Brittany Hills Posse. Brittany Hills is where it all began. Where, as a person like me, growing up in Brittany Hills was BHP. I understand what BHP means. Y'all put the acronym on it. I didn't. They put the acronym for BHP.
Hey, for all y'all don't know who BHP is, man, it's the most notorious gang in Columbus, Ohio.
I'm a Brittany Posse.
Y'all know.
I went to South Mifflin Elementary.
Y'all know what's going on.
I was very poor growing up.
Day one BHP. Before it was BHP.
Honestly, I'm just keeping it real. I used to walk to school. I used to get whooped, paddled. I hung out with the best friends of my life. But that's my childhood. And that's, I mean, wait. If you really want to go on, let's rewind the tape. I grew up in Alum Creek. Alum Creek is on some other shit you don't know about. Alum Creek is on, man, where is Alum Creek at? People don't know
What
about
happened
this
in
shit.
Alum Creek?
Alum Creek is some shit.
Thank y'all for joining in. Y'all just joining in. Asking what's
Who
up.
asking was
This is 99 Vision. It's the Mother's Day
who
edition.
asking was
I'm interviewing my mom right now.
who what? I grew up in
All right.
I grew up in
So, Mom, let me ask you this. How have you been holding up during the COVID-19?
your mama been over here off the damn chain, son. Okay. First of all, you know I got sick last week and I thought, shit, I got COVID 19, motherfucker. You already know. I thought I had coronavirus. Because black people is taking the goddamn path on statistics. We are fucking succeeding successfully as being expected. So I said, D, I got COVID 19. You said, Mom, ain't nothing wrong with your ass. I said, shit. I've been watching your kids all damn week. And Dee Dee wasn't breathing right. And I said, okay, something wrong. Because I got crazy. Son, you know that. You said, Mom, it's all in your mind. No. Let me tell you this. I said, I'm going to go eat
So you been doing okay?
right through free shit she had in Houston on the third ward. The fucking third ward. And I thought I was out there one time. I got there at 10
So you went
o'clock.
to the,
It was bad. It was bad.
Beyonce had the testing
No,
site.
but she only allowed fucking 1,000 people to be tested. Are you kidding me? Do you know how many people live in fucking Houston, Texas? Oh, I was fucking living. By the time I got there, I did a donut. I turned around like a fucking Cinderella. I could have did damn Run DMC in that bitch. But I got my test results. I got my test results.
They said that.
It was embarrassing. Because I don't want to be able to get free shit. I want to know if I'm sick. People need to know if they sick. I don't care about free
Going
shit.
back to you growing up in Alum Creek and the Brittany Hill posse. Listen,
What?
I'm going to just switch the
No,
page.
I want to show you my damn test results. Fucking COVID 19 said I am negative. Motherfucker, are you kidding me? It took me over the edge, son. You know, ain't nobody over here. Okay, ask me which one is.
I got a COVID result showing you negative.
What?
Thank you, Beyonce.
Beyonce, thank you, but damn it, give more than damn 1,000 damn tests. It was a million people. It's 5 billion to this motherfucker. You got to be kidding me.
So, Mom, listen, going back to you growing up in Brittany Hill,
Brittany Hills, the B.
I'm going back there. So, what was your experience
Oh
like in
God,
school?
son. You know I'm gonna take it to another level. I got my proof. I thought you was gonna ask me some Barack Obama shit. Now I gotta.
No.
I'm your mama. Go ahead, baby. Fuck that shit. Everybody
What was
told
your
me,
experience
no,
like
I
in
don't
school?
like to live in the past. Ask me what you're gonna ask.
What was your experience like in school?
In school, getting stuck. I got my ass whooped.
What was the experience like?
You know what? I had a teacher, his name was Mr. Sprague. He had a paddle that had 6 holes in it. And when you went to the principal's office and you got some shit done and you was done wrong, you got your ass whooped. And I got my ass swatted like a motherfucker. That shit was against the goddamn law. Bam, bam, bam. That should have fucking cut that.
Okay. So the principals used to be on you.
I didn't like his ass. That's what the paddle his ass.
Okay, but how did your peers receive you?
They wanted to set the damn school on fire.
How did your peers receive you?
How did what? How did your parents perceive you? My parents used me as I needed. They said, you know what? You went to this school. They took me out of Catholic school. And Miss Toon identified that I couldn't read. And they sent me to Ohio State and got me the best damn Catholic, because this teacher at public school. I could read, but I couldn't comprehend. I knew what I was reading, but I couldn't comprehend. I could read some strong ass words. I just know what the fuck shit that meant. But they realized that. Because I went to Catholic school.
So how did your classmates?
Excuse me?
How did your classmates?
My classmate treated me like I was a half-breed, hunky booty. They didn't know how to treat me. I got treated terrible, son. It's terrible. Because I got, that white skin, that shit. When you light skin, you catch hell. You don't understand being light skinned was a motherfucker, because they thought we had it all going on. They called me hunky booty, puss head, all kinds of shit. But your mama look good. Hunky booty. Hunky booty like big. I got the big.
I'm your host, Blue Strip with. This is 99Vision, and this is the Mother's Day edition. If y'all mother, y'all tuning in, thank y'all. Shout out to all the mothers out there that's with us. Shout out to all the mothers that's not with us anymore. It's dedicated to y'all. Dave, Tyler, Kirk, thank y'all for joining in. Interviewing my mother today, a very special person in my life. Person I'm older into the man I am today, Jacqueline Janine White. Thank you. We're still asking questions, Mom. We ain't done. So, what was it like being a teenager in the 80s?
Wow, what was it like being a teenager in the 80s for me? Honestly, I grew up with a sisters of 3, right? In the 80s, they taught me everything I knew to be a hustler in the street. I used to steal my mother's car. I used to do some terrible things. But I was always popular. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy because I had to be something I didn't really want to be. But I learned from them. They taught me the best. They taught me how to be terrible, sophisticated, classy, and trashy at the same damn time. I don't care what you say, but having siblings paved the way. Because they knew. I mean, I could go to my mother and say, I want to go to Planned Parenthood. You understand? I'm keeping it real, son. In the 80s, you asking some stuff out before I got married. I got married with you. I was only 23 years old when I married your daddy.
How did you meet my father?
Oh, I met him at the damn nightclub on Main Street. Oh, Lord, Jesus. Don't go there. Because that's a nightmare I don't want to even remember. It's called a night flight. Woo! It was every Sunday. He was in there. He was suave. He had his groove on. But one thing about your mama, no matter what, always had a job. I came from a great family. My mother and father did a wonderful job raising me to be the woman I need to be. But you know what? We all have our lessons. And the more they tell you that you don't want to do, the more you're going to do as a teenager, as a rebellious person. But I'm not mad about it no more. It's good that you're asking me to be on this platform because it teaches me to be who I am and help somebody else. Because you know when your parents tell you not to go to the left and you go to the right, what's Beyonce's song? To the left, to the left, to the right, to the right. Hey, shit, that shit's real.
All right. So next question. You ready? Okay. So, Mom, how were you able to still provide in abundance as a single mother after my father was forever?
Baby, what do you wait, baby? You don't even understand. I worked 3, 4, 5 jobs. I did what I had to do. I filed bankruptcy 3 times. Bankruptcy is the white man's way. Why don't people understand that shit? I filed bankruptcy not once, not twice, 3 times. I keep it real, but I'm living lavish now, and motherfuckers hate me, D.
But I'm living lavish.
I am a savage. You know, when Beyonce talk about her mother, I put my pearls on. I know how to flex, so I feel like this. You know, what black people, we get so fucking fucked up on how we supposed to do things in life. You know what I mean? For real. Being a single parent, I'm not proud to say I filed bankruptcy 3 times, but I did. Okay, unfortunately, that's my life.
But Mom, we always look
Hey,
good.
look can be
How does
deceived.
not make us look like that struggle?
But listen, I filed bankruptcy
How does
3
it make
times.
us
You
look
feel
like that
me?
struggle?
I filed not 1, but 3 times, motherfucker. Listen, and I should have got it right on the first time, D, but I didn't. Let me tell you this. Let me. You asked me about how did I survive. I'm gonna give you your time. Let me tell you. Let me explain it. I'm gonna cut it short. 1 time was enough because I just moved to North Carolina and I ain't know, and I went to, and I bought my first house, and we lived on Angel Court, 600 Angel Court. And then listen, and then we moved to another place. I bought our first house, and after that I still fucked up. I had to get y'all through college, sports. I had to do what I had to do as a black woman, being a single woman. Okay, I understand. Anyway, bankruptcy was the key. Next question.
Bankruptcy was the key. Okay. That's how we were still able to
Yeah,
look
because
good.
guess what? The white man do it every day, son. Every day. Ain't that? And black people get it twisted because they think they gotta go get their shit. I ain't got that to do.
Have you ever struggled with substance abuse or mental
Fucking
health?
hell yeah! I did more cocaine than law allowed. Smoke more weed. I ain't gonna lie, you already know. Remember when you went under the bed and found my goddamn plate and it was fucking full of cocaine? I ain't got no problem. I'm a recovering addict. But guess what? I ain't touched drugs and got, woo, Lord Jesus. All I do is wind down. But I'm not going to be ashamed to say I was. I went to rehab. I got myself together. But guess what? I am still living in a $300,000 house. Because you know what? I took accountability. And I know that I had a problem. And I'm not afraid to say to the world, I am fucking an addict. But your mama did great things. But you knew that because I never hid it from you. So thank me for that. And I don't care what people tell you. I'm always gonna keep it 100.
If y'all just joining in, I'm the Blue Strip Witness.
And guess what? I'm not proud to say I was an addict.
Shout out to all the mothers out there. But okay, so Mom, thank you. You overcame it. I'm so proud of you. Let me change the tempo real quick. Who is your favorite son?
Who is my favorite son? You know you are my fucking favorite. Many times Dominique and you fight, Julian fight. You all, because you know why you my favorite son? You understand me. And it's gonna be a problem after this shit over.
You understand?
Because no. Stop. It's gonna be a problem because you know what? I love all of y'all. I love all of y'all equally. I love all of y'all equally.
I didn't expect you to answer, ladies and gentlemen. Just for the
I love all of y'all equally.
I
I
didn't know
love,
I was
listen,
expecting.
that was a pretty
I didn't
terrible,
expect her to
that
answer.
was pretty terrible to be on the spot like that. Because I love all the
I didn't expect
but
you
no
to
kids
answer.
are never going to be alive.
I thought you were gonna say no
No,
comment.
I shouldn't. No, you are, though. I'm going to be real. Because guess what? You treat me a way that you would never understand. Julian cusses me out when he fucking feel like. Dominic,
Listen,
and
hold
guess
on.
what? You cuss me
I
out,
ain't mean to
but
get all
you'll
this.
come
Listen,
back and
listen.
humble yourself.
Next question. Thank y'all for just joining in. Asia, Big L, Nikki ain't mean it. Bruce ain't mean it. Look, what made you choose Raleigh, NC over any other city in the nation?
What makes me what?
What made you choose Raleigh, North Carolina over any other city in the nation?
Well, at that time, you ain't put Texas in the equation. But at that time, I didn't know. I just prayed to God. I was at a point where I had to get spiritual. And guess what? I had to go to a place that I didn't know nobody. And that's what God's direction was for my life. So North Carolina was the up and
What
coming
made you
city.
choose
At that
Raleigh?
time, I had to go what I knew.
He said the gift going
I
back.
prayed to God. That's real? I said, Lord, take me where you want me to go. And he said, North Carolina. And I went to a place where I didn't know a damn soul. And guess what? I did
I'm
well.
glad you did. How would you describe your experience in Raleigh?
Raleigh was the best freaking experience you could ever imagine as a single mom. Raising two kids and adopting a son. I had no idea who was going to be put into the equation.
Juju, we love
Huh?
you. I said, Juju, we love you,
I
boy.
love you, Juju. You wouldn't even know. I thought, look, Juju, let me tell you, North Carolina was nothing but God's divine purpose. And I got to say, I thank him so much because I didn't know what the hell I was getting into when I met your ass. But I love you. And I don't know who's all on this segment tonight, but guess what? My son, thank you for allowing me to be me and put me on this platform. Because to asking me the questions that I didn't know I was going to have to answer gives me a reason to know this is all real. I love you for that. Thank you.
Thank you. I love you too, Mama. Juju, we talking about Juju. So Julian is our brother as well. What
That's
made you
my
decide
son.
to adopt a child when you already had two?
Go ahead, ask me that out.
What made you decide to
Well,
adopt a child when you already had two sons?
Julian is my adopted son, but he's my son. I didn't give birth to him as a biological parent, but I don't know. My house was always like the house of hope. You understand? Like, I didn't know Julian was going to be a part of our life until God allowed it to be. So I look at that as a spiritual thing. You understand?
Oh, got you, big boy.
So Julian came at a time where it made me stronger. Julian gave me strength. Julian made me believe that I didn't have to depend on no man, no freaking, you know what I'm saying? When I adopted Julian, I didn't get no money or no checks for that. I had to still be strong and work and take care of all three of y'all. When I first had Julian come into the house, it was about, yeah, clap, clap, clap. When I first had Julian come into the house, I was getting a little assistance, but after that, it didn't mean that to me because I loved him enough to forget about a damn check. But because I loved him as my own.
Shout out to Juju. And now Julian also has, since he was adopted, he took on your father's last
And
name. Tell me
he's
what
the
that means
only
to you.
one. Look, Julian, when I adopted Julian at 16, let's get the record straight. He was 16. It ain't too many parents that will take a daggone child who has other siblings, all right, and adopt them at 16 to make them their own and ain't get nothing from it. Despite the fact that I had Julian at 11 years old. You understand? So everything Julian got from me, it wasn't about me. It was about helping him. It was about growing. I wanted him to be a part of our family. And I love Julian because he is my son and God gave him to me. And for that, I will forever be grateful. And no matter what I went through in my own life, listen, let me tell you, you got an emotional situation. Listen, I didn't know how I was going to take care of you two, let alone another kid coming to my life. And what I was going through in my life, I took another kid when I didn't know how I was going to take care of y'all. So I thank God for that. And because you know what, he could have been a lot of other places, but God allowed me to save him from further harm. And for that, I am grateful. And I will never ever say I did anything wrong. Because he's always my son. It ain't got nothing to do with adoption. It ain't got to do with you know what I'm saying? He's my son. Mama, he loved his family, but he was blessed to have just not just his mama and his regular, you know what I mean? He had more than that. God gave him abundance of love. Because I didn't ever want him to not like his family. Never.
So, Mom, what does it mean? Hold on, I'm gonna let you continue. Let's take a moment real fast. What does it mean to you for you and to have your father's last name?
What does it mean to have my father's last name?
What does it mean for Julian to have your father's last name?
It means that my father's legacy will continue on. And don't get me wrong, although you are a McDonald, you and Dominique are McDonald's. And guess what? I loved your dad, and I was married to your father. But for him, it meant that I was giving him everything that he always ever wanted. And to me, that means more than the world because he could carry my legacy on. The wife's legacy will never end. And because of Julian, he made it possible. And I love you, son. I pay homage to that. And don't you ever forget that you mean more to me than you could ever imagine. And you know what? Dominique used to say, I want to change my last name. Dominique used to say to me, when I used to the white name, my father came in and took care of you guys when y'all didn't have no father. He stepped in at a time when y'all needed him the most. You understand? But I never discredited him. I never discredited McDonald's name because the McDonald's is always going to be the McDonald's. And you are their blood. And I respect them. And they were very, very good to me and to you. But my parents are always going to be my bloodline and my lifeline, no matter what. Because that's where I come from. It ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. Okay? Just get that straight. Because although you are that seed, my mother and father knew what happened to your dad. It had nothing to do with you. They stepped in when they needed to, and I will forever be grateful for my dad. If that was the white bloodline, so it meant more for me, my son Julian, to have the white bloodline because I didn't want it to end. So giving him that white bloodline meant the world to me, everything to me. And Dominique said, Mom, I want my name to be white. He didn't know. He was 3 years old.
All right. Look. What's up, Big O? Thank y'all for tapping in. If y'all just not tapping in, hold on, get a little emotional. Hold on, get a little. Hold on, let's change the page real quick. It's 99Vision, Blue Strip Quick. Mother's Day special. I'm just interviewing my mother today. Very special.
I'm a little emotional, son, because I feel like, you know what? You put this day aside for me, and I love you for it.
What was it like? Okay, Mom, what was it like to be a woman coaching your son?
What was it? What? What'd you ask me?
I said, what was it like to be a woman coaching your son?
Oh my God, it was like Barbara Knight. You know, Bobby Knight was a motherfucker. I was like Barbara Knight. I'd fuck your ass up if you got out of line. I didn't give a fuck. met a lot of people along the way because God gave me that ability to be able to be in a position to be able to give you that guidance because I was trying to save y'all from the streets. So coaching you guys meant the world to me. So I had to learn by giving you PlayStations and Xbox and Wii's and all that shit. Understanding and learning. My dad my dad had 4 girls. He had 4
Let
girls.
everybody know that I was the real coach
Huh?
back then. I was the one drawing up the
Huh?
play.
What'd you say?
I said, let everybody know for the record that I
Yeah,
was
you
the coach
were
back
because
then.
I let you be in the background. Don't go there. I let you be in the background. I allowed that because you know what? You know what? How many did you ain't tell them you ain't put no gas in the car to go all the way to Biltmore, did you? Yeah, I used to drive your ass all the way to Biltmore. Drive you to Lawrenceburg.
For sure, because we grew up on the south side and went to Perry schools, but knew everybody on the south. Oh, man, we love
I
you,
did all I
Brandon.
give
Shout
all
out
the
to
best
Brandon,
life.
man. Rest in
Being
peace to
a
my
single
brothers.
parent,
That's the reason our south side is so strong.
Coach who?
Biltmore Hills, man.
Biltmore Hills. Biltmore Hills didn't know us, D. Just came from Ohio. Biltmore Hills didn't even know we was on the horizon. They didn't know nothing about us. We was from Columbus, Ohio. They didn't know nothing about us. Yeah, I got y'all. You know what the thing about me bringing y'all to Raleigh, North Carolina, was because y'all was still young. I had a chance to save you. You can't uproot a teenager. I bought y'all when Dominique was in the 3rd grade. You was in the 6th grade. I wasn't playing. You was in Cary Middle School. Dominique he was in middle school. I forget, it's so emotional because I had to run from all this shit.
So, what was it like at our house for you? Growing up with 3 boys, what
My
was it
house
like
was
at our
like
house?
the house of hope. I had all the kids come to my house. Everybody had to come to my house. Everybody came to my house because they knew that I was a good person and that I really had strict rules. And I used to cuss all your friends out, talk shit. I was always the fucking man that didn't know how to beat a woman, but I tried the best I could.
You did a good job.
It was always me taking on the world. Nobody knew what I was going through inside. You understand? Y'all no one would have ever believed that y'all were being raised by a single woman with a daddy being locked up for 20 years to life. Nobody ever knew that. I blocked all that out. I blocked because you know what, it wasn't y'all's fault. And I don't have no regrets doing that because you know why? You still successful. You got your college degree. Dominique was still successful, and y'all still have leveled up. I'm like Nipsey Hussle over here right now. Level up. And I had to sacrifice so many. And you know what? Not only that, guess what? Now, guess what? Your mother was always successful. I never stopped being successful for myself. No matter how many times people looked at me sideways and always said I was bougie and I was always this and that, I always remained respectful. I kept it classy. I never was trashy. I had to get nowhere to get nothing for nothing. I always did what I had to do to fight. And I earned everything I had. And I'm in Texas because I am successful on my own.
Thank y'all
You follow me.
Booster Quit. I got my mom here today, Jacqueline White, Diva. I got her here today, tuned in, y'all. The Mother's Day edition. We're getting very emotional.
I'm very emotional because I feel like I don't want to share my life to everybody because it ain't everybody's business because so many people judge you, you know? It's so many people that look at you so many ways. Like, they look at you like, you know, because guess what? Everybody's direction is different. But because I've been so transparent and so real all my life, I've always been real. And one thing that's kept this relationship is because I've been real and I don't hide nothing. I'm not perfect.
You the realest.
I just want the best for you guys. And my family is my world. And I gotta cry because I'm happy.
Oh Lord. Ma, you gotta relax. All right. Look, I told you you better not to mess up your face. Look. Oh Lord. Oh, Lord. You about to go viral, y'all.
It's Mother's Day, baby. I'm happy. Look, this is like a new normal. I'm okay with that. I'm getting used to the new normal, baby. We on a new normal. It's okay. Whether my makeup, I'm still savage, ratchet, savage.
Ma,
I'm a savage.
we'll go to the next page. Now, I ask you the next question. What's up, Stack?
What'd you say, son?
So I'm asking you
Go
the next
ahead.
question. Hey, Mom, what do you like doing for fun?
What I like what?
What do you like to do for fun? What do you like doing for fun?
What you like doing for fun? What do I like doing for fun? I like decorating. I'm a decorator. I love to decorate. I'm a decorator. I can design a house and lay it out. I have visions in my dreams on how a place should look, you know? And it's like a hobby. Like, it's so freaking amazing. Like, hold on. I really feel like.
So you like to interior design, interior decorate.
Hold on. Let me take this shit off. I like decorating, son.
Lost the leg.
You know me. I love to look at
You told me I could ask you anything, so it got.
Huh?
I said you told me I could ask you anything, so that's what I got.
Well, I mean, and I love to decorate. I love to decorate. I'm a fashion interior. I'm a decorator. I love to put things together. I love to see things come together. I have a vision. You know, I can take something from nothing and make it something.
What's up, GC? Million. Y'all for tapping in. So, Ma, what made you want to jump out of a plane?
What, baby?
I said, what made you want to jump out of a plane?
Oh my God. I had a freaking senior moment. Shit. What made me want to jump out of the plane? Come here, wait. Come here. Help me. Oh my God, hold on.
We have a technical difficulty.
Okay, D, would you ask me what made me want to jump out the plane? Are you kidding me? I felt when I turned 50 years old, the sky was the damn limit. I lost my damn mind. Are you kidding me? I would never do that shit again. I peed on my pants and shit when I hit damn ground zero. I don't want, but you know what? I thought I was like looking at President Bush and shit and looking at all them damn stories. He was 80 years old jumping out of the plane. And you know, we ain't gonna go there in politics because you'll start talking some other shit and it'll be problem. But listen. But no, listen. Dick, I felt invincible. You was on the plane. Ask yourself why the fuck you jump out the plane. I went first. But guess what? I did it because guess what? When you know what? I felt like it was a good decision in the beginning, but it was a bad decision. You ready? It was a good decision in the beginning, and at the end, I realized it was the worst mistake I could have ever made. Because guess what? I will never do that shit again. Ever. You said that.
Johnson, thank you for tapping in. Britt, thank you for tapping in. You know we love you, Pooh. Okay, so you born and raised in Ohio, raised us in North Carolina. What made you move to Houston, Texas?
Oh, money, 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 honey. North Carolina wasn't about to pay me the money I'm getting in Texas, babe. I ain't trying to be freaking cocky. But boo boo, you know your mother's very ambitious. I'm a savage. All right, you need to put some music on that. But no, honestly, you know, I just don't believe in settling for less. Like, I believe if you believe you can be all you can be. I started out in North Carolina being very well. I always made great money. But I don't feel like you can stop at what you want to get, whether you're in the corporate world, whether you're in a world of being independent as a, you know, successful entrepreneur, whatever the case may be. But North Carolina, I outgrew it. It was over for me. After I got y'all through where y'all had to go, oil industry was the way for me. So guess what? I came to where George Bush was. I ain't mad. I'm doing great. I'm in the oil industry now. I left the pharmaceutical industry. No more for pharmaceutical. I changed industries. I'm at ExxonMobil. ExxonMobil has been great to me. I cried.
What is it like to be a grandmother?
What? Oh my God, what is it like to be a Nina? A Nina? A Nina? A Nina is a grandmother. My mom is a grandmother. Me, I am a Nina. I am the flyest Nina, the coolest Nina on the block. Listen, being a grandmother, like your children and y'all, when y'all have kids, I'm as dope as it get. I can give them candy, send them home, and they can be hyped up, and they ain't gotta come back to me no more. They can lay on me and get me sick. I gotta get a test for COVID. Like I got COVID, like I got coronavirus. Shit is dope. I love my grandkids because guess what? They come to my door, they knock on the door, and they know they at Nina's house. Being a grandmother has been my world. That's given me more reasons to live and want to be successful. Anybody that don't want to be a grandparent is out of their mind. They're delusional. I want more grandbabies, honey. Listen, when I was growing up, all I know is my grandmother. And I used to knock on her door. She gave me old tales, wives' tales, all that stuff. You know, I'm teaching Dee the same thing and Morgan the same thing. And Jade. They don't know Nina got some tricks up her sleeves. But I'm real with it. I love being a grandmother because guess what? I'm still young. And I can still relate. I'm relatable. It's not that I don't think I'm ever going to get old because we got to grow old and we got to die one day, right? But listen, I don't ever come to the conclusion in my life where, you know what, just because I got grandkids don't mean, but that don't mean I got to die. That means I got to live. They give me all the reasons to live. And for that, people don't understand about what it means to be growing in life. Because you know what? I pray to God and I ask this every day that I see my grandkids have their kids and I see their kids. But that's only in the Bible, son. You know, freaking Sarah had her baby when she was 102 years old, her first child. I had you when I was 23 years old. So I got some time with mine, so I'm going to keep on riding it out. You understand? So that is a blessing in disguise.
Thank you for tuning in. Happy Mother's Day.
What, you want to hang up now?
No, I got one more
What's
question.
the question? Everybody laughing at me. Don't y'all laugh at me. How many viewers we got, D?
Last question before we get out of here. You did a great job. You've been doing a phenomenal job. I appreciate you. Last question before we get out of here. What's the best advice you can give to a single mother with a child or children?
What's the best advice I can give to what?
To a single mother with a child or children.
The child mother. With a disability?
No. What's the best advice you can give to a single mother?
Okay, the best advice I can give to a single mother is don't blame the daddy. Keep striving. Because you know what? You had a choice too. It don't take one, it takes two to tangle, babe. At the end of the day, you know what? The child is innocent. So you got to look beyond the whole situation on that man and move the man out of the equation and understand that these are your babies, baby, regardless if that man going to be with you or not. You got to do what you're going to do, whether that man's going to take care of you, whether he's going to abandon you, or whether he's going to be there for you. You got to keep it moving. My best advice is to keep striving for your goals, your aspirations, and your dreams, and not let that be a determining factor to say, I can't get to where I can get to. Because all things are possible. And for me, D, you always know, I don't never believe in the word can't. It's just not in my vocabulary. I believe I can do all things that I'm possible to doing through Christ. And because of that, I've been successful. And being a single parent is not a bad thing because sometimes we are meant to be single parents. God has a plan. And guess what? God's plan ain't going to be your plan. It's going to be his plan. And we can't question it. Because what God has for you is for you. But what God has for me is for me. And it ain't for you. So don't get it twisted because our plans are not going to be the same. But guess what? You will be able to stand and you'll still be holding it down and you'll still be successful if you believe that you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. And at that, take that as a very positive motivating factor. I raised not 2 children, but 3. And my house used to be called the House of Hope because everybody came to my house. You know, D, back in the day, everybody was at my house.
Most definitely.
It's not easy. Don't look at the exterior. Don't look at the exterior because the exterior can be deceiving. Because although I was raising 2 children of my own who had a daddy who was locked up for 25 years to life in prison and still locked up today, you would have never known because we didn't talk about it. Because it wasn't our place to talk about it because that was a distraction. But although my son still speaks about his dad and his innocence, he's telling the truth. And no matter what he did not do what they said he did. But at the end of the day, being a single parent means more about power and who you are. So don't get distracted. Understand that life is choice. And because of that, we have free will. And I thank everybody. And God bless you for listening to me tonight. Because it means a lot for my son to put me on this platform. He had to do it. But it is what it is. I got emotional. I got sentimental. Thank you, D. I love you. Thank you. This is the best Mother's Day present you could have ever given.
Thank you for this segment. Thank you for joining me on 99Vision. We'd love to have you. I appreciate you coming through. You made this Mother's Day edition very special. I hope all the mothers out there have Mother's Day.
I'm about to leave. I'm about to go down gracefully.
Dedicated to the mother that's not here. All right. Special shout out to all my friends.
Thank you, D, for having me tonight. I appreciate you.
If y'all just now tuning in, I'm about to tune out. This Blue Strip Wit, 99Vision.
Happy Mother's Day to all the strong women out there in the world. It's strong.
Definitely, most definitely. 99Vision, you heard it here first. I'm hollering.